Looking back at this win streak, one thing that stands out, I guess, one of the things that stands out is that you've been able to win games in different ways. And I know this is your first year here, but last couple of years this team has struggled with that. They'll win, when sometimes they'll win when they're trailing, but it's hard to string them together. I guess, what have you seen from this team that, regardless of the situation of the game, they've been able to stay to the game plan and keep playing the way they want to play?
Yeah, I'd say the biggest thing is confidence throughout the entire locker room. We have this belief that the guy next to you is going to do his job, and we know we can score goals, especially against teams. We've played a lot of teams in our division lately as well, and so those games are so tight, and they've come down to the wire. And it's like you said, playing into overtime, having the confidence to say, hey, if we tie this game, we'll be able to win in overtime, or there's a chance we can win. And we've been down goals in most of those games too. So having that belief, the trust in the guy next to you in that locker room, and just knowing that take that next shift at a time. And if you're down, build back into it and build into our game, really.
You've been part of a pretty successful penalty kill, I guess. How much does that lend to it, that you guys know that when you do go down a man, it's certainly not the end of the world? Some teams out there, bad PKs, they know the minute they put another team on the power play, it's might be a bad situation, but you guys usually can turn it into a good one.
I'd say another thing is we can't take it for granted either.
Right.
Every power play in this league is lethal, especially when you give them time and space or take a shift off. And so going back to that confidence thing, it's that not just the guys who are penalty killing. Maybe a guy who took a penalty knows that that everyone's going to give their best effort a man down in order to kill that penalty. And that's the first job for us. The first step is to kill it. And we've been lucky to capitalize, I think, lucky, but we have the guys who can do it, that can create offense even when a man down. And so having that confidence going into the penalty kill it's been growing, and I think it's been growing, especially through the last month.
And you talked about goal scoring. I guess that you've showed that, not that Ryan Paling's not a goal scorer, but when the top six guys, when it's not going for them that night, somebody like Pales, you're up on that line with them, that you got, those bottom six can contribute too when need be.
Yeah, and I think that's finding ways to win, right? That's knowing you're not gonna have everything every single game, and that's when the team comes into it, and that's where I think how strong this locker room is, and how together we really are right now. It goes back to that belief and that confidence. And I'm still saying it a bunch, but it's one of those things where we know we need to rely on everyone to have their best game in order to be successful in this league. And so we take it one game at a time, one shift at a time, but that you have to give everything you can. And yeah, Pales played a great game last game, but it was a contribution from that entire line. We had, I think we even put pressure. We didn't score in the power play, but we had a lot of pressure in the power play. So even that, it's growing that confidence in order to say, hey, we can come out here with a win.